I don't even. I don't even know. I give up trying to figure them out. That's for sure. You know, the people that I've encountered on YouTube and social media, in the last, yeah, and even though in person, I've had my fill completely with the stupidity who snaps. I I just know him on a different level than you guys. Oh yeah, now go fuck your wife. Fuck her, huh? You guys, see, I myself, I don't associate myself with fucking assholes, online or offline. It's the difference. I don't need any of that from anybody online. What you guys all claim you are is what I'd like to see from you guys, which you're not. I've seen it time and time again. Is that you guys claim you're about the truth? What is it? Is it absolute truth or is it not really the absolute truth? Is it just based on foundation? Well, I don't want to hear dumb shit. You know, tired of dealing with you fucking nitwitted clowns on YouTube who think you got some genius way to fix the world. But sitting here dealing with these people, I'm sure I am cutting out. Thanks for letting me know. I'm on my laptop. I'm sure it's way in the world that I've encountered the panel verse, as you guys call it. The way that I have, and not looking for anybody's help. But where I come from, I don't associate with assholes. And you guys are associating with an asshole. 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 And you guys are associating with an assh You got whatever. Having trouble connecting. Yeah, I should be recording it on my end, which I probably. You know, you guys are strange bunch of characters, man. Probably not, but in all reality, only thing that I want from people in my have moral compass, that a clear, concise moral compass. I couldn't, the way you guys behave. It's it's incredible, man. And you think, yeah, it's the panel version. But when you try to play some stupid shit with me in my real life, I don't sit back and say, how far as I know, he's not. Man, he could be. Is he real? Yeah. The internet's chock full of weird motherfuckers. What's the answer? What's the answer? Well, one is any desire by a mass, get rid of the assholes on in their community. Well, it's not my community. I really don't want the panel verse to be my community, my cult, my clique, whatever. I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys need that shit in your life, and more power to you, man. I think you're a bunch of crazy motherfuckers, really. Some of you are online 24/7. How many of you even have jobs? How do you pay bills? You don't got jobs. No, you're not making fucking that kind of money on YouTube. Maybe a couple of you are grifting real hard. Stupid shit. Get your donations and all your dumb shit, but whatever. It's your hustle. It's your hustle. Again, I don't associate with assholes, and we all have one common asshole 3 fucking years ago, or the docu-series, whatever the fuck it is. Dealing with this fucking dude has been a fucking nightmare. Well, I wouldn't say it's beehives, scumbags, a den of thieves, liars. You know, like I said, and that's why I stopped hanging out with Snafu Snap fucking 3 years ago in 2022. And with his hatred for Marfugal, and that's how he hates me, is because he hates Marfugal. That's part of it. He hates Marfugal. I, I don't I don't like Marfugal, but I don't hate him. I don't give 2 fucks about him. Like I didn't give 2 fucks about Snafu Snaps before he injected himself back into my life again. So you guys can sit here and say playing victim. I'm not playing victim. I am his victim. But whatever. He doesn't intimidate me. He doesn't scare me. I know that he's mentally fucking ill, and you look at his physical illness as the more important, his endless illness. You overlook it, and poor Snafu Snaps, and he manipulates you guys. He's manipulating whatever. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is what everybody overlooks at what he's done, not only to me. This is me. I'm the worst case scenario that this fucking guy's done, but he's harassed how many fucking people? And you're like a bunch of fucking children in school. Seriously. If I was to show these videos and explain to these people and let them watch you and listen to the Snafu Snaps, the way that he talks. He's 40 right here in 25. He just turned, what was it? Fuck, I don't know, do the math. I don't even give a fuck. But in 1983, my mom was dating one of the first fucking one of 2 cops in the entire country to be charged with murdering a citizen. And that dude that was murdered here in Detroit was Malice Green. So, but whatever, man. I got other things to do with my time and my stories and my life experiences to have enough content to last me a lifetime to make things interesting in Bad Apple Media Land. But it's all good. I'm still dealing with the last round of bullshit with YouTubers. Revelations, as you may have heard her name. She now goes by "What Would Charlie Do," which she'll change it again, or she'll go incognito. Right, Shauna? So, but whatever. So, dealing with Shauna's bullshit from 6 years ago, where me suing and going through all the shit that I'm doing after the criminal charges, it's mentally exhausting. And then to deal with you fucking people online to try to talk logic in you, say, hey man, we're dealing with the fucking guy. Kick him to the curb so he just fucking doesn't have anyone to fucking harass online. Maybe he'll go away. He's like a never-ending case of hemorrhoids. But fucking guy, you keep him around, man. You guys want to keep him around, you keep him around. What he's playing with me, but it's not you guys. So, yeah, I get it. You don't care. I'm not mad how you guys don't really is complete total fucking nonsense. That's some loser. You Dusty, you pathetic fucking loser, fucking drug addict. Like half the fucking I see some guys fucking pass and deny what this guy has done. Your boy, not Dusty's boy. You got to admit then, if whatever. I don't give a fuck actually, but you guys put up with it. When I went to fucking prison, before I went to prison, and not my dad didn't do it, but it happens, especially back in the day. Shit. Yeah, you guys think that fucking I got what you want to believe. What I'm telling y'all right now. I know, and I got away from him for a reason. I don't hang out with people who go to the mental institution. I'm not hanging out. I don't hate the guy, but I don't hang out with him. Never met him in person, so I don't really. I've never broke bread with the guy, so I don't really have. But just the idea that some guy that you motherfuckers have been dealing with, even if you didn't know me, and Snaps didn't know me until, for whatever, I was just one of his other targets online, like he likes to get because he disagrees with them and wants to come in and destroy their fucking chat, whatever. Well, he couldn't control me. And because I didn't give him my audio recordings, then I'm a traitor, and I'm accused of selling out to not really. I sold out. However, okay, I sold out, and here I am dealing with this fucking guy of YouTubers. Me and Snafu Snaps were on the same team, helping Marfugo. Whether you guys know it or not, me and him were. Well, he was helping Marfugo first, and he was doing a shitty job because he wanted to do the tit for tat and the arguing like he does with you guys. And he wants to cuss you out one day and be your friend the next. And like you guys are, it's not just saying, oh, you know what, I'm not going to eat fucking cheeseburgers, you know, the rest of the week. You know, you guys do exactly what you say. You're not going to New Year's resolution failure that I've ever seen. But you guys keep doing what you're doing, man. Whatever flips your fucking skirt, you know. Crying, whining victim. I guarantee not one of you cowards who haven't stood up to him at all. And if any of you have ever threatened to kick his ass or do this, or I've heard people yell and scream, I want to kill Snafu Snaps. Randy Reeves, the fucking guy that was Mad Mystic's fucking old man, Colorado guy, you know, whatever. None of my business. If it wasn't for Snafu Snaps dragging me over to the Panelcurse, I wouldn't know about any of you crazy ass motherfuckers, because where else have I've never in my life encountered so many narcissistic psycho nut jobs than in the Panelcurse. So whether you guys like it or not, you can just from social media alone has shown me a lot about who you. It doesn't matter. You you're all the same. As far as I'm concerned, you're all in the same club. And especially the whole Panelverse. It's like but hey, you guys do whatever you want to do. You guys got to do what you got to do. You got to be those people that are. Question this. Riddle me this, Batman. Yeah, I stole it from the Joker or whoever it was. Or fuck, I don't know. I don't pay attention that much. But I heard you guys mocking it. You guys, come on, man. I'm really. I've had enough. I can't even bring myself to even giving a shit about talking to you guys, because there's nothing. I guarantee you. There was a video that I swear I'm gonna try and find it, just if I can. But there was a video that I seen Facebook in real life, and people were saying, uh, I can guarantee Landry online. I know you wouldn't. You would never say online, or excuse me, what you say online, you would never say face to face to somebody. Unless you're spurging out. But I say shit online that I would say it to your face if I was mad at you. And most of you, as far as I'm concerned, you're assholes. And you're probably going to be, well, I'm proud to be an asshole. Well, good for you. You're good. Good for you. But I can guarantee you not doing a game with you guys. I got better things to do. And frankly, I think that you're a bunch of boring characters that most of you guys who have penises and balls in the panel first, you should probably go with transformer movement and be part of that. You know, I come on there and I try your guts to stand up to snap who snaps. You don't have to do anything. You're just a piece of shit. And you know, everybody that he's ever fucked with. I seen a video the other day. There's somebody. I'm getting a lot of videos sent to me, links, which is cool. Keep them coming, people. YouTube links, and places like that. Crazy snippets. You know, like these people who are quiet and sit on their asses and they've been harassed and he said some nasty shit. It's either there's no way in the world that there could be a collective of people who so hate a person to not hold them accountable, not once, but a million times. That right there alone is my first clue that you're all full of shit. He's full of shit. You're all full of shit. You're all full of shit together, or whatnot. There's no way in the world. And then to find such a collective of narcissists and psychopaths and mental in the comment section are real. That, what's the generation that would be considered the age? Yeah, I'm a Gen X. I'm I guess I hold you guys to the standard that I hold myself, which is probably my first mistake. And I would hope that most people would have is call out the guy and not participate in the you want him around you. You know, I don't hang out with assholes. It's like it'd be like me hanging out in the streets with somebody who's running their mouth about what I had coming to me, right? What do you ever like think about it and say, would I ever let these people talk to me the way that they did in my face as they are online? And to think that that environment, the panel curse is some toxic cesspool of fucking drop. It's kind of a hundreds of them. I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. You guys think you ever talk about anything other than I don't know, man. I didn't even get into it. I don't even want to think about it. That's how much it hurts my brain. You people, man, but you guys need to get the fuck off the internet. Take breaks. Trust me. You know, I like the internet just as much as everybody, and then I hate it just as much as, or probably more than anybody. But I'm only in your world because I've been drug into your world. I didn't ask to come here. I don't want to be here. I want to get the fuck away from you people as quickly as I can. The guy that brought me here is whining and crying now that I'm here, trying to get me in trouble with the law because he doesn't like that I'm in his space now, where he drugged me into his space. Kind of. And you guys wonder why I'm such a fucking dick? None of you guys, oh, I don't care. You're entitled. And us to help you. Bitch, motherfucker, I don't need your help in the real world. I sure as fuck don't need your help in the internet world. The decency. You got a signal here. My mic was cut off. The people and still treats you people that way. What is it? Are you guys just characters online? And you don't really you're gonna let a grown man fucking disrespect your daughter. You got it. He's telling, oh, I'm gonna go and track your daughters down. He's already done track down Jack Talcott's family. How about if one of you went and tracked down his family? Seems like a lot of you got his family's information. That's what I've seen today. I got all kinds of information. It's not hard to find. You know, what else? Snafu Snaps was one of them. In 2019 and 20 and 21, Snafu Snaps, and even in 22, was in total agreement with me when it comes to keeping the real life out of off the internet. You know, don't call me it to, but he's the first one to do it. He's constantly calling the fucking police. He tells you guys that he's got legal paperwork coming on LCJC, that bitch Lena. And you guys are like, oh, well, it didn't happen to me. Let's talk about Snafu Snaps, guys. Snafu Snap, Snafu Snap. And then you can make money on them. Shekels over morals. Is that what it is? I don't them because I didn't want to deal with it no more. I have enough fucked up people in my life, in my past, and I've separated myself from as many people that I can who have nothing positive to contribute. Needed some guidance, and so I try to guide the dickhead. Doesn't matter what you say to him, he does what he wants to do. But so then when you say, because you're going to do, or what, don't ask me what I think you should do, because you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do anyways, regardless of what anybody thinks. I've known him deeply. And, well, I guess I thought I did. I should take everything back that I thought I knew about the guy, because he clearly was manipulating me the entire time that I was talking to him, because he was talking and being pals on the backside with Shauna behind my. I was sending email and communications, get me in trouble because they were all harassing me, fucking with me, giving me a hard way to go because I was threatening to knock on people's doors. Well, yeah, I went to Pittsburgh to go meet some fucking dickhead YouTuber, Iggy. I didn't go there with any, just like I didn't with Tariq. I didn't go over there with any ill intent. I went to Ellie and treated him with fucking respect. And then what do you think happened? Oh, the same thing. As soon as I left town, he started talking shit about me, just like you guys would. I've treated everybody online that I've met with fucking respect, even the ones that I've met that I've busted being scumbags with Mighty Mouse from Street Beefs. You know, met him at a Street Beefs event. Found out his real name, Chris Yarbrough. I looked him up, found out that he wasn't for sex trafficking, a 13-year-old and a fucking, but whatever. I've never fucking shared him. I've never outed him. I never used his failure as my success. I went and met another YouTuber, Jessica Kent, in the prison genre. That's that's how I fucking. Anyway, long story short, the second chick that I went, or the second person I went to meet was a girl named Jessica Kent. She's got over 1 million subscribers right now. I still got her number. She knows who the fuck I am. But it turns out that she wasn't being so truthful about who she was online. I knew that back then when I went and met her. I just wanted lockdown 23-1. I know it's every negative thing that you could think of rolled into one. If the, Exactly. I've been trying to explain to people that I'm old school. I'm gonna be you met at a certain time, no matter what age you were. Kind of crazy dude that just, but to have these people on here to listen to Snafu Snaps talk to people, talk about people. I can put. I'm gonna, I'm gonna put together one big long fucking marathon and let you guys all listen to his bullshit. And some of you probably won't want to listen to it because you know it's fucking he's an insane motherfucker. But y'all put up with him, and you give me a hard to Dusty, and he wants to dismiss me, and he wants to play games with me. That's a sign of disrespect to me that he wouldn't that these guys online, but to anybody in person, something about the internet that gives these guys the courage to say the fucked up shit that they would say to people without having to see them face to face. Even on people passionate, it's not associated with my my loudness and my speaking fast and aggressively. That's my passion. I know some of you don't understand to say. I just see what I see. And I see a bunch of men pretending to be men online. The real world, because you know, you could say the internet and the real world is about you YouTubers is that it's not because you don't support me, because I don't get, but Rip Crow, you've been around a long time. I don't give a shit about views, subs, likes. I don't care about that. I care about telling the truth and keeping it real, 100%. Even if it's my truth, not and it's not your truth, but it's the absolute truth as much as I would consider it to be, and that's you know I would play this. I don't even one of these cool YouTubers put it on their page. And I don't even you guys. I don't even care to talk about you guys because I know you guys. When I come into a panel, nobody says anything to me. I just sit there. You know, it's like I'm the bad guy. Dusty's all butthurt when I first come on. When you first come on the scene, no, when I first come on the fucking scene, these guys, that's all they do is talk, 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 talk on their channels, right? Talk, 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 talk. You talk too much, bitch. You never shut up. So when I show up on your impromptu fucking thing, and I know that you guys all support Snafu Snaps, and I said, hey, you guys know that Snafu Snaps, right? So I tell the story, record everything, so you guys can't fucking deny that it occurred. I wouldn't say everything, but you guys, I don't know, man. It's really fucking guys. It really is, man. It hurts my fucking brain to even deal with you guys. Modern men lost again. So he shared a post. No, he took it down. Malignant narcissism. The God complex. This is what you guys all suffer from. This is funny that it's come from Modern Men Lost Again. His page there. It's a pretty long read. The God complex. This is the fun. It's a pathological condition. Grandiose self-concept. The leader possesses an unshakable belief in their own superiority, uniqueness, and infallibility. They are not just a guide, they are the guide. Need for narcissistic supply. The leader is an emotional black hole requiring a constant, endless stream of admiration, adulation, and obedience from their followers. This supply stabilizes their fragile ego. Lack of empathy. Followers are not seen as individuals, they are instruments to be used for the leader's gratification, props in their grand narrative, or objects to satisfy their needs, which could be financial, sexual, or emotional. Messianic identity. The leader often co-opts the divine or historical mission. They are the only one who can save humanity, deliver the truth, or take. Narcissism is chameleonic. They can mirror a person's deepest desires and fears, making them feel completely seen and understood. What about those who aren't seen and understood? Oh, why did we cry? Pathological lying. Reality is whatever the leader says it is. They construct an alternate sacred science or ideology and have no compunction about lying to maintain it. Instrumental aggression. They do not use aggression out of emotional rage. This one's real. This one is, pay attention. They do not use aggression out of emotional rage, though they may fake it. They use it as a calculated tool, intimidation, punishment, and public shaming to maintain control and make examples of dissenters. Who's that sound like? Sounds just like a guy dissenting against them who gets publicly shamed so they can try to maintain control and make an example out of going against one of their own. Lack of remorse. They feel no guilt for the lives they destroy. Who's this sound like? The families they break up or the trauma they inflict. It was all necessary for the greater good of their own mission. That's right. Paranoia, the protective fence. This trait often emerges and intensifies as the group grows. It's us versus them worldview. The leader creates a binary block: the outside world, the system, the unenlightened, the enemy is corrupt, dangerous, and actively trying to destroy the group. Sounds like somebody we know. Need for absolute control. Paranoia justifies extreme measures. It's why leaders must control all information. Milieu, milieu control. Milieu control. Okay. New word. Well, Jack Talcott, I guess that wouldn't apply to you. Loyalty tests. As their paranoia deepens, leaders require increasingly absurd and costly demonstrations of loyalty. This serves to both test followers and reinforce the leader's own power. Part two, the codependent dynamic, the leader follower loop. The leader is powerless without followers, something they desperately want. Adulation, narcissistic supply, and a closed system where their grandiosity is reflected back at them as truth. The follower gets what? Answers to life's biggest questions, a sense of profound purpose, a welcoming community initially. I wouldn't know that. And freedom from the anxieties of personal choice. The leader says, I will take away your uncertainty if you give me your autonomy. The dynamic is established through a well-defined process. The hook, love bombing. New recruits are overwhelmed with positive attention, affection, and a sense of belonging they may have never experienced. Yeah, I bet you guys love that, don't you? This targets their core human need for community, common unity, as Paulie would say. The indoctrinated, thought reform. Is that kind of like justice reform? Based on the work of psychologist Robert J. Lifton, this involves milieu control, isolating the follower from all outside information and relationships. 24/7 online, right? Loaded language, creating a special in-group vocabulary that frames complex issues in simplistic good versus evil terms. Bit, non-bit. Non-tent, content. Yeah, kind of stuff like that. Cupcake and yeah, when you talk like you hug a buddy, fuck a buddy. Yeah, that's right. The demand for purity, forcing members to conform to the group's rigid ideology, leading to an environment of constant confession and mutual surveillance. It's kind of like what Yolanda was talking about earlier, where she was saying that everybody's just spying on each other and screenshotting and ratting on each other and all that good shit. Yeah. All that panel verse stuff. And then people are scared to come on the comment and they're lurking because they're afraid that if they say something, then they'll be seen and then they'll be ridiculed elsewhere. And right. The dispensing of existence. The leader holds the ultimate power. They alone decide who is good and saved and who is evil and damned. That wouldn't be like Judge Unslavia. To be cast out to this face psychological annihilation. The exploitation, the conscious follower has invested their time and money and identity that becomes psychologically impossible to admit they were even wrong. Even when faced with the leader's hypocrisy and cruelty. The hypocrisy. The cruelty. Even faced with the leader's hypocrisy and cruelty, they will perform mental gymnastics to justify it. E.g., this must be a test, or I'm not spiritual enough to understand, or I'll add this part. Oh, I forgive him because got medical condition. Part 3 of the psychological breakdown, the inevitable implosion. The breakdown is not a sudden snap. It is the predictable terminal stage of unchecked malignant narcissism. It happens when the leader's sense of absolute control is threatened. Yeah, we just witnessed that not long ago where somebody said that they had to go in the hospital and they were gone for 9 or 10 days. Yeah. And they're threatened. Their control is threatened by Polyboy. Yeah. It was on. Anyways, the echo chamber and God delusion. The leader, surrounded only by adoring, terrified followers, becomes completely detached from objective reality. There is no one left to say no. Their sacred science becomes their only reality. Any fleeting thought or whim is now interpreted as divine prophecy. The grandiosity inflates to a cosmic scale. E.g., Jim Jones believing he was a living God, Marshall Applewhite believing he was the successor to Jesus. Stage 2, paranoid spiral, the purge with no words, inward. The fearless reflection, it always turns inward. Always turns inward. I'm one of them inward guys. The fear of defection. The greatest threat is no longer the outside world, but the enemy within. A defector is a living, breathing rejection of the leader's divinity, of narcissistic injury they cannot tolerate. Yeah. 3 years later. 3 years later, after me defecting from I guess I would have been part of the zebra crew if if it was 3 years ago. But anyways, I defected the crew because the crew is loyal, right? You've seen all you pogos. You've seen the talking zebras. You've seen them. Escalating loyalty tests. The leader demands increasingly bizarre, degrading, or dangerous acts to prove fealty. This is often when substance abuse, amphetamines for energy, grandiosity, opiates, benzos for paranoia, accelerates, further destabilizing their mind. The enemy list. Oh, the enemies list. Hell has no fury as a snap scorn. The enemy list. The leader and their inner circle become obsessed with finding traitors. This leads to purges, brutal public punishments, and an atmosphere of constant terror. Stage 3. The end game. Trigger. When the bubble bursts, the breakdown is triggered when the outside world finally and unstoppably breaches the compound walls. This can be external pressure and investigation by law enforcement. E.g., David Koresh at Waco. Well, or you never know. Media exposure, a critical news story, or a group of concerned families, e.g., Nexium. Well, there's been a couple of people in the news, and that's, you got who's in the news? Landry's old man. Rat Blood was in the news. Yeah. Who else? There's probably a couple other people that were in the news. Yeah. A failed prophecy. A doomsday date passes without incident, forcing the leader to explain the cognitive dissonance. Well, nobody's ever checked their fearless leader, their jackass zebra, the king zebra, whatever he calls himself. Nobody's ever checked him on his come and gone predictions. They only go, yeah, Snafu Snaps, you're right, man. I want to believe you from now on. You're wrong about a lot of stuff, but that few times you get something right, man. You're the man, bro. You're the man. Stage 4, the final act. Narcissistic rage and annihilation when faced with total failure. The loss of their supply and the public unmasking of their fallibility. The leader cannot cope. Their psychological structure collapses. This results in an explosive narcissistic rage directed at the traitors, the followers, and the world. Which I'm pretty sure that Snafu Snaps made out with Leroy Stallman back in it was Sunday. I don't know. I got a screen recorded. Yeah, it wasn't just raging about me, but he was raging about Paul. He was raging about OTW. He was raging about Jack and fuck all you motherfuckers. I don't want none of you. You suck my dick. You know, go fuck yourself. You suck my cock. Blah 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 blah. You know, the same little shit. Snafu Snaps comes out of his little fucking pee hole. His little Peter Puffer. And he's just butthurt that he didn't get my audio recordings of Marfugo. So, you know, you got how many videos, how many audio, how many clips do you got to see of Snafu Snaps going, Marfugo? Because he wants to associate me with Marfugo. He's not man enough to get the Marfugo. He's not man enough for me, who's got nothing to do with nothing, but just wants to fucking mind my own business for the most part. I fucking separated myself from his dumb ass, but he's in love with me. Maybe he wants to fuck me. Is that what it is, Snafu Snaps? You in love with me? You want to put your penis in my poo hole? What is it, bro? The final breakdown takes one of two forms. Mass murder, suicide, the apocalyptic defense. The leader decides to take their people with them. This is the ultimate final act of control. I've heard Snafu Snap say he's taking people down. You're going to kick me to the curb. I'm going to bring people down. You owe me, OTW. How dare you bring this guy on here? How dare you bring this guy on here to question why I did what I did to him? He's a victim. I'm the victim of him. And you guys are, oh, yeah. Yeah, Bad Apple. Yeah, we're tired of hearing you whining about being a victim. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are fucking funny. They reframe, this is the ultimate final act of control. They reframe annihilation as a final victory or a trans level. It's Snafu Snaps always says, I'll go somewhere else. Fuck them. Got the Pogo Optics over there. You gotta go track other people down. Yeah, well, I don't play digital high school, bro. Not interested. Jim Jones is deep in a drug-induced paranoid psychosis and facing imminent arrest, ordered the revolutionary suicide of his followers. It was a final horrific act of God complex. If I cannot have them, no one will. I think he said that to a chick that, you know, he claims that he was in a relationship with. Nobody can have you. If I can't have you, nobody will. And then somebody around that chick says, I'll fucking kill you, motherfucker. I spent 15 years in prison, and I'll fucking kill your ass right where you fucking stand. And I don't give a fuck. And Snafu Snaps shit his pants. Didn't you, Snafu Snaps? Pops really fucking put the fear of your fucking little dick in you, didn't he? Showed you who the real man was that day. Wasn't you. Oh, does that hurt your feelings? Does that make you angry? Yeah, you're gonna go put up some more pictures of somebody and go, Jezebel, you little Jezebel. YouTube crybaby. Big stud man. Lou Bass asked you when was the last time you smelled pussy? And you, I get laid all the time. If you got laid all the time, why are you so hung up on some chick that you never could get your dick in because she wasn't interested in you? You put shit up on your shit because you're so in love with her. You're so in love with her. You're a loser, bro. Can't accept rejection. So you go on the fucking buck wild, man. When it comes to rejection, dude, snap who snaps, you ain't got it in you. You can't handle rejection, not even from a man. The violent last stand. The leader attempts to start the apocalypse. They always promised, leading to a violent confrontation with authorities. This allows them to die as a martyr rather than live as a failure. E.g., David Gretsch. So, does that kind of sound like somebody you know? It sounds like somebody you know. Did that describe fucking somebody you guys recognize? Huh? Probably won't admit it. Scared. Yeah. I'm 57 fucking years old, man. Even if I was 40 years old, I wouldn't behave like the way that these people do online. Even if I was 30 years old, I wouldn't be behaving like that. Maybe if I was brought up differently and, like a fucking animal or fucking piece of shit, I'd probably be able to do the things that they do online. Yeah, I do have empathy, and that's why I was dealing with you, Matthew Sims, for how long? Until 2022. I don't even care to look. I can pull the video up, but there's no point. Sometime in 2022, you'll see it in court. Whatever. Maybe you won't see it in court. Who knows? Don't even care. Don't even care. So the funny thing is that I wouldn't say funny, sad, pathetic. Funny, haha. You're a zero. You got nothing in your life. You claim you're a Christian. I delivered the container box to a church today. This young lady, black child of God, one of them black children of God. And she seen the tether and she's like, "What's up with that?" And I said, some demon got to me. And she's like, "What?" She goes, "A demon." She goes, "Yeah, they're everywhere." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Especially on the internet." And she says, "What? You got that from the internet, demon?" And I said, "Yep, internet demons are real too." So, oh shit! I told her what was up, and she's like, I said, "But it ain't working." And she goes, "But you got to keep doing it." And you know what that is, guys? Do you know what she was gonna say? You know what you got to keep doing for snafu snaps? Anybody know what the preacher lady said that I have to do? Even though when I told her that snafu snaps, he was a friend of mine, and she's like, "What? You go get out, go friend you do that shit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he do this, he did this." so then she's she didn't say for me to say nothing to him, but she said, "God pray for his sorry ass." And I said, "Yeah, I do. I do." I forgive the dumb motherfucker. I said, "But I'll never forget it." I don't hate nobody. I really don't. I feel sorry for Snappy Snaps. I always have. I'm gonna, unless he takes advantage of me, and but he's a hypocrite. Snappy, you're straight up fucking hypocrite, dude. And this is me to you, Snappy Snaps. You're a fucking hypocrite. Tell you this on the fucking phone. I would say it to you if we was on a video together. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It's not going to get you any street creds after this is all said and done. You are the last thing that you're going to get off of me is street creds or internet creds. You look like a fucking snitch. You look like your government. Not look like. You are a snitch. You are a fucking government fucking operative, claiming privately owned, government operated. The government is doing what you want. You're government operated. They got you thinking that. Hey, you're a hypocrite. Anybody who Paulie boy, if you associate with this fucking guy, that tells me all that I need to know about you, Paulie boy. I wouldn't. You know what? I'm not even going to say nothing bad. I'm just going to leave it at that. All of you people that you support this guy to any degree, you hold him up to a level. You talk to him. You deal with him. You communicate with him. That says a lot about you people. It's either you're just such bad apples that you're just so bad. Your moral compass is totally shattered. And then your bad apple you're rotten to your core. You're a bad apple to your core. And then I would never associate with anybody like Snafu Snaps in the streets. I tried to get him to do the right thing with his daughter that his sister raises. I tried to get him to do the right thing, get a job, and whatever. He's, I can't do it. I'm like, dude, you can do more. I don't want to hear it. I know people who are dying of cancer. I had a buddy of mine who was dying of cancer, and he was out changing semi-fucking tires a week and a half until he died. I don't even want to fucking hear it. I'm not saying that, but, if you're really sick and you can't, I get that. But come on, man. This is whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Nobody likes me in the Panelcurse, and that's perfectly fine. I don't like the Panelcurse. Most of the people in it are shitty. There's a couple of people that are decent, but the most part, you guys are some. If you're real human beings and you're saying the shit that you're saying online, and it's supposed to be a fucking community, and that's a representation of a community, how you treat each other, I sure as fuck wouldn't want to live in your neighborhood. I wouldn't want to live. I don't want you living miles near me. This is what I can't understand how you guys associate with Snafu Snaps, man. Oh, he's not so bad. Ask the fucking 200 or 300 people that he's fucking harassed, or who knows? It might even be more. Ask the people that he fucks with. You guys, you like to play sensitive. You like to play, let's not treat each other bad. But as long as it doesn't happen to you. And like I was saying, but I didn't finish saying, but fuck it, I'll say it anyways. You guys couldn't. Most of you don't have fucking jobs. Most of you, I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, I'm stating a fact. You don't have jobs. And thankfully, I'm not some YouTuber who was getting by on donos and whatnot. Super chats. PayPal, Cash App. Thankfully, but the average YouTuber, you couldn't fucking. You got $5,000 to pay for an attorney. You got money to pay every month for a fucking tether because some jackass wants to fucking play games with you. because he's all butthurt over Marfugal, and Dex J. The digital experience. I'm the representation of Marfugal in the digital experience. The closest as that little bitch pussy can get to them, and to put some charges on him for veterans charity fraud. I had no idea, no dealings with it, no nothing. I've shared text messages, all of my messages. I shared everything to show people, shut the fuck up. And he's never said that I was part of the veterans charity fraud. But he's coming after me because of Marfugal and my relationship with Adam and Dex J. Marfugal TV. Same thing with Shauna. Because I wouldn't take a side with Shauna. I wouldn't take a side with fucking Mighty Mouse, who, you know, I cut him out of my, I said, I don't want nothing to do with him. I told him, take my fucking video down. I told him I don't want to be associated with a fucking a pedophile, pretty much. A fucking pimp, whatever. You can do whatever you want to do, but I don't have to associate with you, just like with you guys. Just like Snafu Snaps, when I was hanging out with him metaversally. Why do I want to? What the fuck? Why would I want to maintain a relationship? There's people in my life that I've known for 25 years. Literally, I've walked away from them. Don't talk to them no more because I found out or come to the realization that they're just shitty fucking people. And okay, I'm the shitty person for walking away from them. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, I don't give two fucks about Snafu Snaps. I never thought about the guy until he would pop up all the time and fucking harass me. That's it. And I'm saying that you motherfuckers out here, you're lucky that I'm taking the heat. And it's not one of you fuckers that is having the, oh man, I got to get a lawyer. First of all, you probably wouldn't have a decent lawyer and you'd end up with a conviction without even a fight. And since I have a fucking lawyer that I'm paying for, when you get rid of your lawyer, do it yourself. No, I'm smarter than that, Paulie. I know when I need to use a corporate lawyer as opposed to myself. I know when to hold them and when to fold them. I'm not stupid. I'm not a state national. I'm still a 14th Amendment citizen, you fucking dickhead. What kind of scumbag are you that you're a pedophile supporter, motherfucker? Snafu Snaps still calls you a pedophile fucking supporting motherfucker. And you hang out with him? He uses the government to prosecute me and other people. He uses the government. He's a snitch. He calls on people. He doesn't even have any proof. He does all kinds of shit. But you associate with him, Paul. You know what that tells me about you? Tells me that your daddy fucked you up more than you try to hide. And you love Snafu Snaps calling you Dada. You love it. You love it. And Snafu Snaps only does it because he knows it irritates everybody. It makes him sound like a weirdo to me. It doesn't irritate me. I'm like, man, what a weirdo. Every time I hear him say that. But I go, yeah, he didn't have a dad either. His real daddy, threw him in a trash can. But whatever. I'm just saying, you guys couldn't handle what I've been going through. Let alone, you guys think that, it's just Snafu Snaps, he's fucking with you. Yeah. Right. It'd be all right if you guys didn't, if it was happening to you and not to me, I'd be like, fuck it. Just like I was going to say earlier about my buddy. He did 12 years on a sentence that he didn't on a crime that he didn't commit, on a 60-year sentence. And I never sent him a letter, never sent him some wham and zoom money, and he was out of sight, he was out of mind. And we just happened to be crossing paths when he was coming out of prison and I was going into prison. And I was there and I was thinking about it. I was like, man, you know what? I actually went to him and I said, hey, bro, I apologize for not getting in touch with you when you were in this. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a living life. And he was like, that's cool, man. Appreciate you even acknowledging it, So, but I get it. I'm not looking for anybody's fucking help for me. Not for me at all. But the kind of person that I am, if I could stop Snafu Snaps from having access, just like it said right here in this thing that I just read you, his supply, if I could limit his supply of victims, then I would call that a success. But you guys, you Panelcurse fucktards, you want to give him an endless supply. You want to be the supply. And then when I come on there and I give you guys shit and I get flustered and because YouTube fucktards brings the worst of me out. My brain goes into discombobulation. Because you guys irritate me so fucking bad. I can't. You triggered me, man. That's because your fucking logic is there is none. The only logic is amongst you guys. You're in your cult. You again, like it said in this fucking thing that I just read you. Whether it was 100% facts or it was some AI induced shit, what doesn't matter to me, but it was perfect read. Even if somebody wrote it off the cuff, what I just read to you guys fits you fuckers like a T. And if it's fucking extreme narcissism, then that's exactly what I see. Because there's no way in the fucking world that all of you crazy people can congregate, be in one universe, panelverse. How did all you fucktards meet? Are you retards like magnets or something or what? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Just asking for a friend. Whatever, man. You guys can do whatever you want. What I want Snap who snaps to leave me the fuck alone. But he's not going to leave me alone, so it doesn't. And what it would be nice was for all of you guys to bust his fucking balls all the fucking time. Don't call him Snafu Snaps, call him Snitch. Snitch Snaps. Snafu Snitch or something. Make up a fucking bunch of names for him. Fucking harass the guy. Why not? He does it to everybody else. He's got pet names for everybody. We give him a taste of his own goddamn medicine. That's the way we used to handle bullies back in my day. But you guys are too scared to stir up any fucking trouble in the cult. Right? Right. See how I do that now? Right? Right. So whatever. I've had enough. You guys are irritating me. I got some dirt. Trust me. I got dirt. And after I have to submit subpoenas, then I get all kinds of dirt from all of you fucking people. Oh yeah. Yep. It'd be nice if I ain't gonna say. But anywho, what's up? Tony, Lynette. You guys hiding? I was over here bitching. But anywho, I got better things to do. Check that back of my eyelids for cracks. Should have been sleeping 2 hours ago. Get the fuck off this internet and get my rest. You guys ain't worth fucking hanging out with. Even if I wanted to be a part of the Panelcurse, I would be like, fuck no. You guys don't welcome me anyways, even if I wanted to be a part of it. But that's all right. I don't want to be a part of it, so we're perfect. Really, seriously. I want you guys to leave me alone, or how shall I say? I want certain asshole to leave me alone, and then I'll go away. Like I was. I don't care. I don't care about the Panelcurse. I don't want to be a part of a soap opera. I want to do positive things. But see, YouTube doesn't allow positive things. They don't allow content creators to do positive things. But whatever. Fuck YouTube. Fuck them. Alright, I'm out of here, man. I need all your help. Help me. Help me. I'm entitled. Right? El Perro, my pal. He always likes to call me that crybaby. Well, you don't want to hear me cry no more? Tell Snafu now. I don't tell him nothing, but once I get rid of him again, I'll gloat a little bit. I'll come in and fuck with you guys. Be like, Snafu snaps lost. Case was dismissed. Fuck you guys. And then would hang out with the snitches at the snitch table in the yard in the joint. Even if you ain't a snitch, you'd be hanging out with them. And so you'd be in the same category as them. You hang out with the pedophiles in the joint, you're going to be a pedophile. You hang out with the weirdos on YouTube, you're going to be a weirdo. You hang out with the phonies, the liars, the snitches, the people who support the government when you're supposed to be not supporting the government. It's kind of weird that you associate yourself with somebody like that because you're afraid. Landry, this player that, I don't want to talk about that. He's got the strike team. Well, I'm so scared you'll strike my channel. Did you really say that, dude? Did you really say that? Yeah, you did. I heard you. But you're going to ask me. You're going to ask me. Or not ask me. You're going to make the claim that you think that me and Snafu Snaps had sex, huh? Okay, Landry. Like I said, things that you guys say to people online, you would never have the courage to say to their face. You really wouldn't. So, guys, keep supporting who you support. It ain't none of my business. But a simple saying sums it all up. Birds of the feather flock together. And me, myself, and I, we don't hang out with assholes. So, I don't even know if I should try and play music. The stream might get shut down. I can't play that. Hmm.